are live again. The Motley Croc Show. What is today? The 12th?
Oh yeah,
the 12th. We've been running everywhere. It's just the pre-Easter show, so that's why I'm wearing my pink and blue Easter bunny, Easter egg color hat, and I got some people sitting in the back here. I see Jim's here, so let's bring in Jimbo Slice. Boom. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good. Hanging in there.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Some of this stuff here. Let's see what we got. So anyways, did you get your stuff in? I noticed that you had your pool going. I'm really curious about that. We got Brittany coming in shortly. I got Justin Igualada getting ready to come in. He said he was setting up. So we're going to talk about birthdays, and we're going to bring the lemur on, and we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff tonight. But talk to me about, I saw some videos about your pond. I'm curious. How's that all going down?
Everything's going real well. The last couple of days have been really, really busy. But we had the people that own the Zip the Canyons here in Ocala, their family, awesome family. They've came out and they have heavy equipment. They dug everything, donating their time. They're also donating into helping build the exhibit. So it's a big blessing for us that we're able to get this done sooner than what we actually thought. But the pond is a big pond. I think the liner that we're putting into it is roughly 80, I believe it's like almost 90 feet by 70 feet and about 5 feet deep.
That's crazy.
So it's over 5. It's a big pond. It's a big pond.
I'm loving it. I'm seeing I got someone in the background here. Let me bring him on. I think it's a very beautiful but familiar face. Somebody I haven't seen in quite a long time, and I'm gonna pop him in now. Are we all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Boom! Igualada.
Hey!
What's up,
man? I feel like we're on a boat watching you. We just looking at your stock.
Hold on. I got technical difficulties. Hold on. Are you there?
Yeah, you're black.
How the? Oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Send me out so I can get back in.
All right, I'm going to kick you out. Ready? We're going to kick him from the thing. Let's remove him. And we're going to bring him back in. Ready? We're just going to kick him out. Boom. Kick the guest. All right. Come on back in there, Jay, when you can. He's having some technical difficulties. It's okay. He's going to come back in, and we'll definitely do some chit-chat with him and get him going. Let's see what we got for comments here, man. We got let's start here. What's up, Judy? Dan, what do we got? What's Dan talking about tonight? Well, if it ain't the man of the hour, let me get a slice of that Jimbo. I love it.
Oh my God.
Well, if it ain't Justin, handsome ass fella. That's right, Dan. He's almost as sexy as your frog. Oh, hold on. Whoop. Are you there?
It's just like everything else in life, bro. I just can't get it right.
I know, man.
Bro, why can't I full screen this, bro?
You are full screen. What do you mean?
Not on mine. I got like a whole bunch of stuff up top. I got my whole search engine up top. I got notifications. You guys are so tiny.
Well, don't make fun of us because you're tall.
Okay, just roll with it. Let's just do it.
Well, I had to do it. Tap the screen and make it bigger, bro.
Well, if I tapped last time, every time
I'll tap you right out again and tap you back in. Nope, listen, it's never a show unless you fuck it up. So go ahead and fuck it up. We'll bring it back.
Let's just leave it like it is. I can deal with it. I just see all this extra shit on top. I don't like it.
I see you doing really good. Dan said, Jimmy, actual question, do you have any dogs?
Yes, we actually have 3 of our own, and we're babysitting another dog for Sarah's sister. So we have 4 dogs total at the house that live in the house.
It could have been 5.
It could have been, but no, that's all you, buddy. Nope.
Well, we got another one here for.
Oh, you're talking about at the restaurant. What was his name? Oh,
Journey.
Journey. That's it. Journey.
What's up, Kayla? The snake lady. And we also have behind the scenes, Justin. Hold on, we're bringing somebody in. Boom. And then we have Brittany. Just said, "Joe's my boy." I don't know if you should be making passes at him like that in front of him this way. But
high five, Justin. High five.
Wait.
Other side.
Other way.
Everything is reversed, bro. Look what. Wait, let me just see if I. Oh, there it is. Right there.
Oh my
Listen,
God, that was awesome.
check it out. I feel like everybody's here super. Dude, I had to do this last minute because I just walked in the house. You guys look super comfortable and professional. I'm on my kid's squishy chair, bro.
I like the squishy chairs.
This
That was
is
there
some
before, is that a
bullshit.
new one?
This is some biggity bullshit, man. What's up, dudes?
What's
Oh,
going on?
Michael
How you
Clark,
been,
how
man?
you doing, buddy?
Well, you know, life is life in general, but
Now,
everything's
look.
been good, man. Everything's
Now-
been good. I miss you guys. Miss everybody. I feel like we're back together
what's up,
again.
Troy and Justin? It's
virtually.
Michael Forster. He hasn't seen you in a long time, Jay.
What's up, Troy and Justin? Oh, Michael Forster. I'm here. I'm not dead. Everybody thought I was dead for a while for good reason. I disappeared off the face of the earth, as I often do.
No. Justin,
I could fuck up a wet dream.
Hey, what time is Justin not coming?
Every time.
I love it, man. Cuban
We're
time.
good.
For those of you that don't understand, Justin is Cuban, okay? And
That's
they
fact.
have a time, they keep time differently than, everybody else. So Cuban time's very slow. Like their clock is 24 hours as ours
Oh,
12.
now we're getting frozen.
Oh, I know, because he told me he was coming
Oh, shit.
4
Everybody's
Tuesdays
frozen.
ago.
I see you, Jay. You're not frozen to me.
Justin's frozen for me.
He's
Justin,
definitely
that was
frozen for me.
Yeah, he's like in a nice pose, like
Hey, I like that. Maybe he'll pop back in.
There you go.
he is.
there he is.
There you go.
Do you have to hold it, or do you want to why don't you just have somebody hold it for you? I mean, you're pretty important.
Bro, I'm comfortable. This was last minute. Actually, this chair is not too bad. I'm going to be honest. This chair is not too bad. But back to what we were talking about before. Yes, thankfully, my heritage. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. Gets me out of a lot of trouble because I'm never late. I'm just Cuban. That's all.
So you want to see something cool, Justin? I put it on the show, but you've probably never seen it. But this right here, you kind of see what this is.
I still can't see it because everything is tiny
Okay,
because
well,
I have all this other shit around my screen. It
it's
looks like a
actual-
Gila monster.
Yeah, but listen, the best part about it is it holds pens and stuff. It sits on your desk and holds your pens or your pencils. I got it from our friend Raven of Earth, Kim. She brought it for my birthday. Isn't that freaking badass?
It is a Gila monster, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I could have gone like 10 different directions with
Look
what
how
you
you
got in your
hold it
hand right now.
like I'm holding a Gila monster and free handling it.
Or something else. I was
Okay.
going to go with a couple other things that I had right off the top of my head just because I can't see it well. It actually looks like a Gila monster on the table while it's in your hand. Completely.
Here, let me put him in the light a little bit so you can see. him.
That's better. That's so much better. He
See
needs
him in the light. Give him the light.
Boy.
Oh boy.
So we're jumping all over the place, and I'm going to be jumping back and forth because we're going to get some decent stuff, and people are talking. Get
well, I
some
put
glasses. Dan said, "Get some glasses, Justin."
fuck you, guy.
Listen, let me tell you something. Dan will come over there and treat you like that chimp did that frog.
Listen, just because he's good with the old lightsaber doesn't mean he's going to get over here with no frog or anything like that. I got glasses. They just don't do the right job. I may be a little fucking blind. That's
No,
totally
not
okay.
like I'm blind, bro.
I get
If
by.
it's up
It's
close,
not my fault. If you guys
it all
saw
looks like a dirty window. Oh, it's got to be this Wi-Fi he's got. Okay, so Jay, unfreeze yourself, please.
He's
Okay,
coming.
no, you're good. You're good. Now listen. You need to swipe down, Jay, and you either got to turn off your Wi-Fi or your cell service. Because to me, I think it's going back and forth.
I'm
And then
afraid
that-
to
then that
swipe
galactic-
anything.
What's that?
Okay, hold on. My Wi-Fi's on.
Right, but is your cellular on? Remember how you got to switch it down and turn your little green tab off? Because in between the little bars and the cellular tower, in that middle is when you're like, and then it catches.
Well,
and then it
which
says,
one-
fuck it, I don't want to use that one. And then it jumps to the other one.
Don't turn off your
Whoa.
Wi-Fi. Try your cellular first.
Okay, well, all right. Well, no, I'm not even on the right. Okay. Press the red or the green. There is no red. Blue or green.
The green, turn the green one off.
It's like the Matrix.
The green
How's that?
one's off.
Now it's just pure Wi-Fi. You got good Wi-Fi there, right? Or I mean, we're paid the bill.
I don't know. We've been calling Comcast for years, and this shit's still fucked up. So
Well, you
We'll
only
see.
froze twice in the middle of it. It's pretty good. I mean, it's decent.
it's a
And I'm
cross.
jumping in. I'm keeping jumping in now because I'm gonna start looking at these comments too.
We should have a lot. I mentioned it on my YouTube, so we should have some of those guys kick over. They may want to talk to you guys. Why don't you guys explain for anybody that's a new viewer what it is that everybody's got going on? Because everybody knows this. Wait, hold on. this guy right here. Everybody probably knows this guy right here. If anybody doesn't know this guy right here, that's Mr. Jimmy Riffle. I think he's got the hat on. I can't fucking see.
Tails and teeth. We copyright. We have to say that's Jimmy Riffle of the Gator Boys.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Jimmy Riffle, formerly the Gator Boy, now Scales, Tails, and Teeth. But you can go see Jimmy Riffle just right on his regular page over there. And then we got everything is opposite. We got Joe. Joe
is known, and now Joe is the Croc Father. And a lot of people go the Croc Father. So you have crocodiles, crocodile monitors is what Joe has. A lot of them.
And then we got the Croc Father, Croc Star. Fuck this backwards bullshit.
Other way.
Keep going. There you go. Almost.
He's in this vicinity. I'm gonna go this way. And then we got Brittany
right down there,
on the bottom corner. We got Brittany on the bottom corner. I can high five her. I can do that. Bah. All right. So
there you go. Wrong arm.
Bah. All right. So why don't you tell everybody what you guys got going on? I mean, we know what Jimmy does.
Well, Jimmy does a lot of shit.
I don't think a lot of we don't know what you're doing. I know your YouTube's back up and running, right?
It's the mysticism of everything. That's what's keeping me going. No, yeah, we're doing the YouTube again. So we launched that in light of the situation with the park and the split with the park, which we'll get into on a much later date after all the legalities are filed through. Let's just put it that way. So I'm not going to put anything out there until all that's dealt with. But we basically made a split from the parks. I got, brought all the animals pretty much to a couple of different places, and now we are literally moving in like 2 weeks, and we are looking for some larger property to be able to harbor everything that we have so that I can bring all my monkeys, my primates, everything that I have a bond with back home, as well as my bigger stuff. We just picked up Master Blaster, who Master Blaster. We picked him up last week, so he's over there at Wild Florida for right now, but we're looking for a property big enough to be able to get everything back. So we're kind of I'm playing the Jimmy Riffle right now. We're going to probably go.
I did that for a long time.
Oh, my God. That's what terrifies me. I'm like, if this guy had to wait that long to find a good property, and let me tell you what, it is terrible. The market sucks right now. Absolutely sucks. But we do have a friend that's got a spot for us where I'll be able to bring all the animals that we have here. And then I have other people helping us out. We got Krista. You guys know Krista. She's been helping out. I got some of my animals on the West Coast with a buddy of mine out there, and then some of the stuff at Wild Florida. So everything is okay. Everything's safe. We just had some baby lemurs born. Now,
awesome.
He froze again. He froze, and so while he's frozen, Kristen White said she is surprised Justin figured out how to do this, and
kinda.
Okay. And I got a weird one. Dan says, what do you call Jimmy Riffle between two pancakes on a McDonald's breakfast menu?
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask.
Jimmy McGriddle. I like it. This kid's something else. And then we got Jimmy and Troy. When are you headed to Belize to organize my research in May? Well, I don't know, Marissa.
We plan. I'll send you the date. Marissa, I saw your message.
And Kristen White said exactly. So she just can't believe that Justin can't figure that out. Go ahead. Guys, there's going to be a lot of comments, and I'm going to try to catch up with them. So bear with me. If I miss you, I'm going to run back and try to keep up with it.
Marissa, I got your message. I'm going to write you. I forget what it is, and it's all depending on if we fill all the slots, too. So we're
how many slots?
Right now.
How many
we
slots
can fill the slots, bud.
I don't even know how many we've filled. I've been trying to talk to Flavia about that, but I know there's still a few more slots open, I believe. So make sure you check that out.
Well, I would love to fill your slot.
Special ones.
Do you need help filling any slots?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's fill slots.
Oh shit.
You're fucked up, bro. Joe.
Are we all frozen again, or are you guys?
No, I'm just
no.
No, you're good. You're the only one that's been freezing. You're frozen now.
Oh my God, he's frozen again. So he should maybe switch it. Should he try his
Jimmy's
cell
doing
service?
a good job of pretending, though. I love him.
No,
Oh, too good. Here he comes. He's coming back. There he is.
I just switched to the other one. It keeps telling me to move closer to my router. If I was any closer to my fucking router, I'd be in it. So I switched to the regular shit. Let's see if that works. I don't know.
So you swipe down and you turn the green one back on.
I did.
Turn the Wi-Fi off.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Okay.
But then every time like it freezes, I just feel like all of you are staring at me awkwardly for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, I'm checking my face, and then it's just frozen. I don't.
No, it's good.
This should work. All right.
It's all
So,
right.
what does everybody else got going on?
Nah, finish telling us about these lemurs.
Yeah, because listen,
Oh, we blocked
because
off.
I'm going to be bringing on Flash at 8:30.
So at 8:30, for anybody that doesn't know, Slash is going to be coming out. Slash is a baby from one of my black and white pair. So I have Maui and Moana. Maui and Moana have been everywhere. If you're on any of our social media, especially Troy, you'll see Maui and Moana, and then Axel, which is like kind of Maui's half brother. So we got into those at the same time. And then since then, last year we had 4 babies. Troy's got Slash. And then the other ones we're going to actually go visit with Troy tomorrow over at the park. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, on the 10th, the day after my birthday, she had 4 more babies, and we've been checking on them daily. They're healthy, they're strong, they're doing really good. So we got that. That was a big A+. She's a really good mom now. She's a super duper mom.
She's really cool, man. She looks good holding on those little munchkins. So, quick story, so Justin texted me one morning last year. And it's funny because I think they were 11th. They were born on the 11th this year too?
They were born on the 10th this year, the 11th last year, so a day apart.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So Justin's like, hey, have you ever had a problem with roaches in your lemur exhibit? I'm like, man, not really. I mean, no. He's like, let me send you this video. And I see this lemur like sitting in there, and it's Moana. And all of a sudden this little head's like, whoop. And I'm like, holy shit, roaches. And that was like the first thing. And then there was 4 of them. So I've got to tell you, man, she's an awesome animal for one. They're snooty though. The Moana line is snooty. She's got a little pep to her step. She's not like Maui. Maui's a big bear. He's like a stuffed animal with a soul. But Maui too. Like I had him. He slept in the bed for like a year and a half. See, somebody's knocking at the door. Hold on a minute. I got a door knock here in this business here. Hold on. I didn't mean to cut you off. Hold on. I don't even know. Oh my fuck.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
It's trouble now. Forget it.
A whole crew.
Well, we might as well just go ahead and all jump off. Marissa's here.
Yep, time to go.
Take over.
So what we're talking about now, Marissa. So what we're talking about now is so Justin's lemurs had babies again. So he's got all the little ones, and so at 8:30, I'm going to bring Splash on because he turned a year old on the 11th. So I'm going to bring him on so everybody can kind of see that and see the baby, the munchkin, little munchkin. Because I like lemurs.
My Wi-Fi now?
What's that?
Oh, okay. Your Wi-Fi was a little weird, but actually,
You're coming in from Belize. Your Wi-Fi is weird.
I'm gonna blame it on Troy too. It's Troy's Wi-Fi.
No, because Brittany and Jimmy are good. Brittany looks really clear to me.
Well, good. Most of the time I have some problems.
I actually was headed out when you messaged me, Troy. I gotta go pick up my research coordinator because our truck died out on the land.
Eesh.
So
that's no fun.
But luckily our boat captain went to go get her, so I just have to go pick her up at the dock, which isn't too bad. But I'm just tired. For the first time post-COVID, I did a all-night excursion from 5 p.m. to like 5 a.m. And I only had 3 hours of sleep. And then on the way home, I had to rescue a baby quaddy that got hit by a car. And so I had to do wildlife triage. So it's been a fun 24 hours.
Yeah, team must sleep.
Yeah.
Vanilla ice is frozen.
That's awesome. For those of you that are newer to tonight, to coming in and stuff, or if you're going to watch later on, what's up, Jeff? It's always good to see you, homie. This is Dr. Marissa Tellez. She's actually works with crocodiles in Belize, and so we want to make sure that you guys look her up. She has a lot of fun videos. She does a lot of kung fu.
I was like trying to touch your finger.
And she does a lot of things, a lot of kung fuing, and what is it, capybara? She does capybara.
I do capybara.
So you guys should check her out. It's the Crocodile Research Correlation over in Belize. Really cool stuff. If you guys ever want to go over there and play with crocodiles, she's the one.
You should tell her our plan to fucking take a boat.
Yep. Joe and I are coming, but we don't fly. See, Joe was coming back from New York last week, and his plane almost crashed. So they had to do an emergency landing in Sarasota, and he was like, "Fuck this!" and he rented a car and drove home because he wasn't getting back on the other plane. So we're now going to take the Viking cruise ship over. So I'm going to cruise to Belize.
These boys won't.
We're going to take 2 days and kick back on the deck.
Oh my God.
Relax.
That's funny. Yep. Oh, all right. Well, sorry. I gotta
Don't
go
be sorry.
rescue.
Go out there and have fun in the woods.
Good to see you.
Nice
Bye,
to see
Marissa.
Thanks for coming in, Marissa. We'll see you later.
See you later.
It's always fun to have her pop in and out from Belize. Yeah, folks, check her out. Dr. Marissa Tejas. She's a lot of fun. No, Justin Brown. Troy, you have any crocodilians looking for new homes? Sometimes, dude. Sometimes I do. I get stuff periodically throughout the year, so we'll see what we got and what we got popping out and what we got going on for sure.
I saw Justin
Dan wants to
Brown.
know if he can touch someone's finger.
Touch this one, bud. That one's all you. I saw Justin Brown had asked if I was selling any of the lemurs. Justin, most of those lemurs go to the zoos, like all the ones from last year went to zoos. The orders are filled, but for somebody like you, yes, you would be able to. So I usually do, like, for any of my mammals, especially the primates, I'll do a little bit of vetting. Most of that stuff does go to the zoos, but yes, they are available for purchase for the right people. And I know how you keep your stuff over there. So you would definitely, if that's something you're interested in, you could definitely reach out. I would have no issues whatsoever with allowing you to take one of those guys if that's what you were interested in. So I don't sell to the general public, but the people like us, and I know what you do over there. So yeah, to answer that question for you, yes.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, man, lemurs are awesome. And a lot of people put down like ringtails and stuff. I've got awesome ringtails, and it's really about what you do with them. And if you're not experienced enough to work with ringtails, don't do it. That's all I can say. But rough lemurs, they're pricey, but they're amazing, dude. I mean, I have 2 of them, so we got brothers. Justin and I have brothers. So Slash's uncle's with him, and they kind of live out there, and they do really fun. We bring them in every night. I treat them like kids. They come into bed every night. They go to bed in the master bedroom. We have, I don't leave any of them out overnight. It's not necessary. Plus, I think they're spoiled and they like the AC, and that's how I give them their vitamins. So I'm real adamant about giving them all those vitamins and stuff that they need. I found my next one. Okay. Well, and then Justin's, he's going to call. Jeff said he's going to be in touch with you, so that's cool. Jeff Goldblatt. He's another tattooed scumbag like the rest of us, so if you don't know. And so we bring them in, we give them their vitamins and shit. But I got to tell you, man, they're totally different. Moana she produces some little snoots, man, some little snooties. Slash is a lot of fun. He's just a wild. He looks like his mom. He's got those wild mom eyes, and he'll be coming on here pretty shortly. We'll have him coming in here in 5 minutes, so we'll have fun with him. Justin Brown said, "Thanks. Sounds good, man. I appreciate it."
No problem.
Yeah, Justin, I'll reach out to you too when I got some other stuff. And sometimes people try to relocate certain crocodilians and stuff all over Justin will tell you all over. We'll get calls, and so sometimes there's things that I don't have room for, and I'm not going to take things I can't, don't have room for or not going to keep. So, absolutely, I'll give you a call, if something comes up that you want.
Yeah, 100%. We might have 100%. Some stuff coming up here in the very near future as well. So we'll keep you posted.
I'm just really glad you got Master Blaster.
Yeah, we did. That was, James and I had talked about it after he ripped my arm off. And once that happened, it was kind of like, we had a special bond after that. Because normally when you get bit by an alligator, as I'm sure Jimmy knows, they'll usually just let you go. And even if they get a piece of something in their mouth, kind of like this one time when they got a piece of something in their fucking mouth,
that looks
they
like
don't eat it. They don't usually chuck it back and eat it. It's like a warning bite, and then they just want you out of there. So they won't normally eat it. Master Blaster is a special kind of asshole. So he did it, rolled it off, and then tossed my bicep back. He literally did the whole 9 yards, put his head back, tossed that thing down his gullet, and that was gone. So from that day forward, we were pretty much like, okay, he'll stay at the tribe, until the end of time. But if anything ever happened, that I'd be able to get Master Blaster. So technically, James Holt and myself, we own Master Blaster. He's residing over at the Wild Florida right now because they're going to be shutting down Billy Swamp Safari or shifting it, changing it, whatever that may be, but they needed him out. So James held his promise after 10 long years, and he called me up and said that Master Blaster is ready to be moved. So we went and got that little guy.
Awesome.
So,
very cool.
You know, every show I do,
That's awesome.
I don't do a whole lot. You know, I don't talk about our buddy Fred, but you remember when he got us these little things here? Do you remember this?
I still have mine.
Yep.
I
I
still
light it
have
every
mine,
show.
bro.
You know why I do it? Because every time I went over to see Fred, man, we'd light one up, man, like that.
Yeah. And let me tell you what, dude, that thing is the most convenient. It just fits in your pocket. It works when you need it to. You can flip it closed if you need to. You don't got to worry about any spillage.
That's right.
Yeah,
You
it's
just need a key to load, man.
Yeah. And
I got to get Jimmy going on it pretty soon, man. We'll have a good time. Justin Brown. Let's see what he said. Justin Brown. I am full with Niles, Chinese gators, Morlet, salty Siamese, cataphractors, dwarfs, mainly looking for a porosis or Orinoco's, looking for some stuff with size. Understood.
Got it. Damn, he's got everything. You got everything.
And that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate there being more crocodiles out there because
he's killer with that stuff, dude. He does a really good job.
Yeah, what they're saying, what they're trying to do with all this BS, you know, we, myself, Joe, and the famous Flavia Morrissey, which was like the original croc father, just a different kind of croc, went up to that meeting, and there was a lot, you know, crap. Daniel, I know quite a few people that have black caimans, actually, just so you know. Justin, yeah, man, no problem, bro. Just reach out to me, man. I'll send you my number, so we'll chat, and I can point you some directions.
You're talking about the FWC meeting?
Yes, where, you know, like if somebody gets hurt, they want to deny you or something like that. And now, look, I know FWC watches this show. They've made it very clear that they do that. So I'm not saying anything negative about them because my experience with a lot of them have been great. I know that they're, you know, good, Jeff. I know that they're trying to do what they got to do, and I just think that it's over. They're outreaching now. It's become more of a my guy's good, your guy's good. You know, Justin. I'm sure Jimmy's guy's good. I don't know.
Yeah, my guy's awesome.
Joe, I don't know about Joe's officer, but mine's very fair. We follow the rules, and I think that
but
they're good to us. So
that's because we follow the fucking rules.
I have a funny situation. I'll tell you, because you know somebody brought up a valid point, and they had said, "Oh well, what is you know means for a violation? Are we looking for bad actors, or you know because a violation could be they walk in, they look at everything in the circle, and by the time they get to the end, the first snake pooped in its cage. They can write you a ticket for that. Now, if you have a piece of shit fucking cop asshole person, they're gonna burn you. If you have a good person, it's different. Yes. So the validity is very, you know,
look,
everybody's scummy in every walk of life, man, even cops. So let's just get that out there.
There's good and bad in all industries. And I think that what they're trying to do is get rid of some of the bad. But in the middle of that, I think some good people are getting wrapped up into a bunch of stuff. I think if there was more of like where it's not like us versus them mentality, which has been brewing for the last couple of years. Homie, you're so big.
I know. Look how big homie is.
My train of thought.
See, he's a spaz nut. Calm down. Don't knock everything down. Just listen.
You killed my train of thought. Oh my God.
Listen, come here, buddy.
He's getting so big. He's got the little Maui, bro.
God.
Doesn't he?
He's got the little Maui fluff on the back of his butt. He's got the Maui colors. Little cute little son of a bitch, you.
Don't you get squirmy. He's the kind of guy that you'll tickle his butt and he gets mad and he comes out and goes, bite you. Not mean. He's just a little snooty sometimes.
Go give me my one-eyed wonder.
Are you bringing the one-eyed wonder on?
Go give me my one-eyed wonder.
Look here what I got here.
So, but yeah, back to what I was saying. I think like, you know, there's been this like ever brewing, like us versus them type of scenario. And I've always had very good experiences with FWC. I've helped them out. I helped the feds out recently with a large thing that I'm not going to get into because I don't think I'm supposed to say anything, but I try and help out. We've all helped out. I think FWC multiple times before, and we want to be on the same page with all these guys. And I think that if we worked a little bit more together, and we didn't have this thing brewing where it's like us versus them type of, you know, nonsense going on, mama, then I think the relationship and the outcome and everything that goes on would be that much better just to have everybody kind of on the same page. What are you doing? You want to wonder? Bye. That was it. That's all you got. Don't eat that. That's my stuff. Can you just get that?
Yeah, you don't want to eat that if it's his stuff. You'll sleep for days. You might get stuck in a plank.
But if they get into the candy, then the
They're like,
candy
can I get
really
in the
knocks
cookie
them
jar,
down.
Mom?
Pretty good.
They come in and they have purple skin and they're laying upside down. What cookie jar did you eat?
Which cookie did you get? I'm trying to show you her little eye. We just got it drained again today. Can you show him your eye?
Oh, baby.
But can you show him your one eye? Where it's hard to check. Everything is backwards with this. I don't like it. Here, Mama.
I don't like it.
Just stop it.
Mama.
Just
Mama. Mama.
There's a lot in here to see, huh?
All right, fuck it. She's not gonna hang out. She'll come back.
She's cute though.
Just let her do her thing. She'll come back. She'll figure it out. She wants to go.
Yeah, I would bring Axel in on the show, but I got Joe in here, and Axel sometimes, man, he's like Captain Caveman with some people. It takes a little while for him to warm up, but I got to tell you, Jay, I know you ain't seen him in a while, but he's like a fucking dumpster with arms and legs. Like when you hold him, it's like holding a small weightlifter. It's unbelievable, man. I didn't realize that. I mean, dude, my God, he's dense.
Dude, I think, like year 3, bro, because Maui Moana bulked up like that too. Like Slash is about the size of Bimini. And you remember Axel was always a little bit skinnier too.
Yeah, for a while. And then he turned into goddamn Kong.
They just blew up. They blew up. But real quick, does anybody else want to touch on the FWC thing?
Yeah, I want to touch back on that. I'm putting him back to bed. But we were at the meeting. Some of the things they want to do a rule change. I'm not sure, so folks, to be clear, like if you have a violation, and the reason I said I was going to start on a violation, I got a violation a long time ago that they laughed it through away because one of my very first officers was new. And he wrote me a ticket because I have a melanistic spec caiman. And they wrote me a ticket for having an exotic crocodilian I wasn't allowed to have. Now, mind you, I do have a class 1 and a class 2, and I'm allowed to have those. But they wrote me a ticket for it. And, I never said anything. I go, okay, I'm sorry about that. Make sure you call it in or whatever. And they did. And let's just say they apologized. So it was okay. I was like, it's funny, I know. So that just kind of shows you. But there's some really good guys out there. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Steve Brazil. He's a really cool dude. He's got a really badass park up in St. Augustine. I just gave him 2 otters. I just got him 2 American River otters. Yep. And he talked a little bit about the
enclosure.
So to give you an idea of what he does for his animals, he spent he told me $150,000 on the otter enclosure.
Dude.
Just that enclosure. So guys like him, dude, like the FWC should respect that. He's got a nice little place there and he takes care of things pristine. I mean, he's got a really cool place. And he got, like we were talking, he got a saltwater croc from us. And he said it's doing great. And he got up and he said, you guys, he told them straight up, you need to get off or out of the office and get your boots on the ground because some of these officers out here are torturing people, man. And they're terrible, or most of them don't know what they're doing. And, a lot of people were speaking freely yesterday, and a lot of it because I can't go into a lot of things because there's things that were done that caused this meeting. But like some people say it might fall on deaf ears or, just let the little minions talk. But, I hope they listen because if something happens to me, nothing can be transferred to my family or my wife or your husband or, my gay partner. Nobody. If you're in association with anybody, it's done.
But that gets extremely dangerous. Think about Romeo and Juliet. And it's a situation I'm going through right now. And I'm abiding by the laws because we have to. We don't have a choice in the matter. And I'm not going to get into the whole ins and outs of what's going on. But I have Romeo and Juliet. Those are my macaques.
I know
you know them very well because you hate Romeo with a passion.
The Romeo's the hat biter.
He's he'll throw he throws rocks. He does.
Let me cut you off 1 second. Justin is goddamn 6'5". And he walked in that fucking thing one time and he got mad. Then grabbed him and opened his whole mouth. Put his whole mouth around Justin's neck. And Justin's like, all right, you guys just go ahead and walk away so I can let him relax. I'm thinking, this motherfucker just grabbed this huge dude and put his whole mouth around his neck like, fuck you. Fuck you. That's what he kept doing. He's like, I'm like, oh my God, kill him? Bro, that's why I can't stand Romeo because he'll kill us.
But that's my thing. So for me, like when he does that, and he just attacked the other day, like really slightly or whatever. But what I'll do is I'll just talk real soft to him. And like with the next situation, I have to lift up to give him my neck more. Because if my chin touches him and he thinks that I'm trying to take it from him, he'll just fly off the handle and he gets even angrier. So for me, in that
Make
scenario,
me want a macaque tomorrow.
Oh my
But,
God.
Right now.
dude, if something happened to me, like I would want to know that they were going to be able to go with somebody that they're comfortable with. And the only other person that can go in there would be Carrie. And Carrie's worked for me for a long time. It's been like 12 years now or whatever, but he's the only other person that can go in. So it's kind of saying like that would be thrown to the wayside. And then what happens to the animals though? They just get
Euthanasia.
placed where
They're going to kill Romeo.
yes,
Bottom line, nobody can take an animal. Now, listen, there's some great people like the primate sanctuary and stuff. There's a lot of people that go out there, they have the animals, they release them into their facility. They don't interact with them like Justin, but you have to understand that. I argue, you'll know what I mean, Justin, because, animal rights activists or welfare or whatever, they kind of overdo things. But there's a new movement where animals should only be in the wild and all this. Fuck off, whatever.
That would be wonderful.
He made a relationship with Romeo, guys. So the bottom line is that's like taking just one of Justin's kids away from him and dad away from one of the kids.
Exactly.
And I tried one time to take a tortoise from Justin's daughter. I don't know if you've ever heard anybody like Justin doesn't give no fucks about nothing, but he said, you need to take her in the house, man. I have never in my life
thought they were going to think we were
she was
beating her.
purple, homie.
I
thought she was going to have a serious stroke. I couldn't believe it. Brooke had to bring her in the house because Justin was moving a tortoise. It was unreal.
Mind you, the tortoise had been at the house for all of 10 minutes. And she claimed the tortoise as her own. Mind you, this thing is huge. I'm sure it's at old Mama Dukes' house over there. This thing is gigantic. And there was no way, like, I had two, and they were beating the crap out of each other because they were both from FWC. There were two males. So I let FWC know that Troy was going to take one. And she lost her shit. Like, to the point where I was like, the neighbors are going to think we're killing this poor kid. Like, you got to bring her inside. You got to bring her inside.
I couldn't believe it. If she was older, I'd be like, you're pranking me. No way you're not offended. And when I first brought it up, I heard Brooke in the background. She giggled because she was there too. And she had to take the child in the house. And when she picked her up, it was like a cardboard statue. She was so lit. She was like, Brooke just picked her up and her legs and arms are straight. And she really doesn't like me anyways. I grew a beard and she didn't like me anymore. She was terrified, bro. She was just burying her head. Before I had the beard, she'd show me alligator moves and what mom does in the morning with yoga and exercises and how she put her feet on the couch to make it, mom does this because it makes her arms stronger or whatever. And then I grew a beard and then she runs. She would do Brooke's whole exercise routine. I would get up and she would do the whole exercise routine in the morning and she'd pull her hair back and she'd put those socks and ruffle them up around her ankles. So Brooke's dressing like she's going out to, an 80s gym or something. But she was like, Mom wears those. I'm like, oh, my God. Brooke can get away with fluorescent 1980 stuff. I saw her post a video a while back and she was wearing a jumpsuit. And I was talking to Katie about that because that's what they wore in the 90s. That was like the thing. And like if you like rap music, you left one open. It was always like that. Come on, Jay. You know what I'm talking about. Look at them. So she had one like, oh, shit, the jumpsuits, and now everybody's wearing them again. I remember them in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You remember them? Dudes wore them, too.
A lot of those styles are coming back in, though.
I think that it's like recycling at this point because you see like the higher shorts
80s come back. We're in like Flint.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The 80s didn't the 80s already come back?
No,
like, wasn't that a thing yet? No.
I think we're like 70s right now because we got the high rise pants. Because before it was like the girls' asses were hanging out. Now they got their all the way up to their belly buttons with the bell bottom tight deal or whatever, and then we got tight pants for dudes. So we're going back to disco days right now. We're gonna slide back into the 80s soon enough.
Ricky Martin kind of brought up the rear on that. When I was young, I wore them tight pants too, man.
I think you guys were.
But because in the old days you got to wear the tight pants in the white high top sneakers, bro. That's what you did in the rock and roll. That's what rock and roll guys did, man.
See, 90s we grew up with the Jankos. We had Janko jeans.
I had those, dude. I've had Jankos.
Jankos.
Matter of fact, I still have a couple pairs put away, bro.
Jankos.
Yeah, because Brittany's a 90s baby too.
Well, I was late 80s, but you and I were the same. Yeah, we're the same.
I'm 87. Justin. You were born what?
87.
You were born 87 too, right? Yeah. See? Yeah. Same season.
Yeah.
I'm 85. 85.
Yeah, you're old as shit.
Yeah,
bro. Old as shit.
That's that side right there.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think I'm the oldest in the room here, bro. I'm the oldest in the room, but
that's how we do it.
I'm the oldest here. But at the end of the
Joe,
day,
when were you born?
Whoa,
82.
It's crazy monkey time.
82.
82.
Hey, girl.
Look at
chill
that.
out. All right, so check it out.
Check it out.
So, is everybody done with the FWC thing? Because I have a question.
Yeah, shoot. Go ahead. We talked about it. We don't want to piss them off.
All right, so now I want to see what you guys have had. Let me fucking this one.
Me? Who?
This one. Yeah, I want to see what you guys had going. I brought some people on. I want to show everybody what the hell's been going on. What have you guys been up to? Because I saw some posts not too long ago. I see some things that are going on. I want to know what you guys have been doing.
Who you want to start with, Justin? You're pointing all in different directions.
I can't. Go the
Just remember, if
opposite
you're going to
direction
point
of
at
that.
Brittany, it's on your good finger hand.
Hold on. I think I can.
No,
Get the-
We get the little
There you go.
nub
That's
goes
it.
left.
I get the nub.
Finger goes
That's
right.
so
Nub goes left.
Bro.
Got it. Nub left.
Oh man, that's messed up.
I just think what you do with that finger, man.
No idea. And then if you really want to get weird with it, check this out, dude. It's got like this nail. It's got this little nail thing here that just like
I still remember when it got bit off, and then
That's not a nail,
we were
bro.
filming
That's a fucking
something, and
egg
he's
tooth.
like, "Do you want to see what it looks like?" Oh,
It's
it's
an
so
egg tooth.
disturbing,
bad.
gross.
Well, then
It's an egg tooth,
the
bro.
hospital
That's
was not
exactly
happy.
what it looks like.
What?
It looks like an egg tooth.
Yeah, dude.
Right on it.
It's like a little crocodile coming out.
Well, that's flicking the bean.
I mean, yeah, if you gotta cut that nail, but it's dangerous to cut the nail because it's like not a normal nail.
Poor
Fuck,
Brooke.
this is really hard on the phone, dude. I need like a
Oh, my
fucking
God.
camera or something. All right, let's hear from this one here. I want to
Oh
hear
my
about
God.
the new stuff that's been going on. I saw all you guys go out. I saw a post recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did. Brittany,
to the Mall
Brittany,
Barker.
Talk about it. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, talk about it, Brittany.
Oh, okay. We went to the you guys.
I'm talking.
We went over. We did a investigation over at the Ma Barker house recently. It's up near Jimmy now, which was really cool. Got a bunch of stuff from there.
Hold on. Don't mean to interrupt. Are we talking about Bob Barker?
No,
Like
Ma
that?
Barker. Ma
Ma
Barker,
Barker.
the
Oh,
mom
Ma
saleswoman.
Barker.
Mhm.
I was like, holy
Barker.
shit.
Isn't that the
Bob
price?
Barker.
You have to go to
Great
Bob
aunt.
Barker's.
Okay, so the
Joe's
price is
great
wrong.
aunt.
It's Ma Barker. Ma
Yeah,
Barker.
Ma Barker.
Okay, gotcha.
We did that
Is there
investigation, and
a
before Ma Barker's, we were up in St. Augustine doing an investigation with celebrity psychic Michael Bodine, and we got to go into a location that I used to investigate in, in 2011. So that was really fun. And now it looks like there's a location in Tampa that we might be able to get into, and then there's two teams down in South Florida that want us to team up together on the Riddle House at the end of the month, and on like two other locations that they are
On
in
the
talks.
Riddle House.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Nice.
for anybody that doesn't know, real quick, what we're talking about is Brittany
Is paranormal.
paranormal investigator.
So I'm
Brittany.
I'm heavily in the paranormal. I create content for different platforms like Discovery, Travel, with different production companies, all those types of platforms. I work with my production partner, Ben Hansen, and we create content to put out in the paranormal space for shows, and you can find him all over too. But we on the other side of the coin, when I'm not doing all that, I am investigating, and then we go and investigate with Troy, and Joe is our newcomer, which is awesome, and he's really good.
Justin's went with me too. Remember, we
Justin-
shot Demon in the woods.
Justin is still part of the WTF, even though he's out doing stuff right now. And then Jimmy, of course. So then we'll
when
go
you
around
become
on
important
WTF
again, he'll hang
Paranormal.
around you, dude. You have to have value to hang around someone like Justin. If you don't have any value, there's no purpose in it.
Bro, the only thing of value that you have to have with me is green, and that's it, dude. And I'm not talking about money. Okay.
Well, then I can't help you,
Of course you can.
bro. You're Mr. Green. This
You were just
motherfucker
firing it up.
standing in a casino with his leg in the air,
Bro, there were stairs there.
and I go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like,
There was stairs there.
"I'm going upstairs." I go, "Where are you going?" The stairs were back in the lobby. What are you doing out here, Mr.
Dude, they have to mark that down on the edibles. If they don't give you like how much is going to be in there, you're really doing a crapshoot. Okay?
I don't know what we were thinking because Justin's like, just eat a bunch of them at the airport, man. We'll get them back that way. Like, I'm like, what are we going to do? We're going to ride that out or we're going to throw them up, whatever. I ate so many that I was so pissed off when I came to. I didn't even know where I was. I'm, who the fuck is that? Just like, you're getting on the plane, man. They're just like I was out of it. I got really upset.
He did. He looked dead at me. He's like, where are we at? I was like, bro, we're about to be on the way home. I was like, you're about to have a shitty ride if we haven't even got on the plane yet.
It was okay because you know what? I was so high. Remember when we were coming back and the plane's going, oh, boom, boom.
You didn't even care?
And Sarah looks over at me, and I was like trying to look at my iPad. I'm like, oh my god! But had I not been on the wings of love, I would have been really upset about that.
Let me take it back though. So what's the Riddle House for the paranormal investigation down in South Florida? Because I'm in South Florida. I've never heard of this.
I don't remember the whole history of it, to be quite honest, because when it comes to the South Florida base, there's several teams down there that work down there, and I'm familiar with the name, and I know that it's extremely haunted, but as far as the history goes on the Riddle House, I'm not extremely familiar with it, but it's one of those names that always pop up in like Florida investigations, like, oh, you've got to go to the Riddle House. So
are these places there that like are shut down, like the general public can't get there type of deal? Like you have to set it up?
No, a lot of the locations, believe it or not, are like now bed and breakfasts or private homes or private venues or event spaces.
I have a bed and breakfast there.
I mean, yeah, for a bed and breakfast, I can understand because then you have a theme, and then if some shit goes down, and you could be like, whatever. I'm still a skeptic. I want to see it. I want to see it for myself or whatever, and that's okay for me to say. Everybody's got their stuff or whatever. I want to see it though for myself.
You do. It's
so
awesome.
I figure, like, if you go out and you have like a bed and breakfast type deal, but then like if some like I watched who were the real like big wigs back in the day? Damn, why can I Ed and
Lorraine Warren.
Warren, yeah. So I watched the whole Amityville thing, or they had a really, really cool
the Shock Doc special. Yeah, it was a great special. Very great. It was really well put together. Good team put that together. Mm-hmm.
But then like you feel like I almost feel like, okay, so then they just sell the house afterwards. They're like, yeah, some fucked up shit went on here. We'll buy it.
There are people.
If you ask me that, I would want to.
Yeah, but okay. Well, I'm talking about normal people.
Like the Conjuring House. Hell, the Conjuring House, people, I mean, when that thing hit the market on Zillow, I can't tell you how many people were reaching out saying, did you hear the Conjuring House is for sale again? And I said, yeah, I know. And people were like, we want to buy this. We want to buy this. It's documented horror. It's a cursed location. We know it's cursed. We've had people come through with all of that, and it's like, yeah, I get it. I mean, there are people they literally search for haunted houses, but the problem is you're not going to find that out on Zillow because they do not have to tell you.
Are they going to are those people that are looking for that to look for that? Or are these just run-of-the-mill regular people that just want that experience and want to see if it's going to do anything?
It's both. There are people that don't believe in it and they buy a haunted house to prove that it's not real, that people are just making stuff up. And then when they buy it and they're living in it, they're like, oh my God, it's actually legitimately haunted. I was wrong. I want to sell. So those are the sales you see that happen like within like they get in and then like maybe like 3 months or a little bit later, they're wanting to move out because they're experiencing everything that the other person experienced because someone died in the home or whatever the case was. And then they're like, oh, shoot. And then there's the people that really want to live in a haunted house and document it in the space they live in. So it's like.
What was the one that there was another documentary that came out not too long ago? I do like watching the stuff. I try and keep an open mind on pretty much anything. So I do like watching the stuff. There was one that was like, I guess, the most documented case because there was police involved.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Was it the Connecticut's case with the boy that went? They actually sent him to court because he was like legitimately possessed.
I don't remember. Was there a boy involved or whatever? Maybe a little girl or something. All I know is that there was a lot of cops involved. They got a lot of calls in the house. Mm-hmm. And then there was like actual police reports from police officers saying this. Bridgeport?
Is this the one that's like the Devil's House or the Hell House or something like that?
Possibly something like that. All I remember is that there was a lot of cops saying a lot of shit. And like, these are legit police officers that went out there and they were like, yeah, Yeah, we went in the house and some shit went down.
Well, that's like the one that
then-
happened in London. The one that happened to the case in London where the girl could literally levitate off the bed. When the cops went in to investigate, the one cop had a chair thrown at him from the opposite end of the house, and they had to document it.
That was probably just Troy in the background throwing chairs at cops.
This was in London.
Sounds
Just
about right. Let me say something about that buying houses. I was at work one day, and I remembered, there's this house that Katie Loves found the house a long time ago and told me about it, and then, so for those of you familiar with the movie My Girl, I was filmed close to here, and that's where Macaulay Culkin died of bee stings and stuff. So it's close.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's where Macaulay Culkin died as that little kid when the bees killed him, and the girl it was about.
Macaulay Culkin's dead?
no, in the movie,
It's
My Girl.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that too. So I told Joe, I go, this fucking house is for sale. I think we need to do it now. Like, there isn't anybody I know that wouldn't want that house. Anybody. So I'm like, we should just do it. So Joe's like, well, fucking A. He hangs up. He makes a phone call. He calls me back. Yeah, the real estate agent's meeting us Monday. I'm like, whoa, okay. I guess we're in it for the win. And then they come back. Oh, I'm sorry, it's pending. So somehow between our contact and that, but I'll tell you what, dude.
Because
Hey,
I would be
Watch
there.
it though, because sometimes those things fall through.
I am staying. He's staying on it.
Yeah, I'm staying on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
stay on it.
these motherfuckers, they come in and they pay like cash way over asking price.
Yeah,
And I'm not even talking about like
But
a
I mean, if
special
they
house
did that,
like
it would be pending. It'd be sold. It's pending, which means they're going through. You know how that is. Like
They're going through the loan process. They're trying to
let's
figure it out.
validate who this person is.
Well, wouldn't they still have to do that if they paid cash? When they still have to go through a closing?
No.
No, it would be considered a sold purchase
It'd be
deal.
shut right there. If Joe walked in with his
They
briefcase,
accepted an
and said,
offer. They took it. It's done.
Here's
It would be
a
done.
$500,000. They're gonna go. Thank you. Would you like some ice cream or a beer?
Yep.
Yep. Sign the paper. We don't even care because the time is taken because the underwriters and the banks have you completely investigated, man. Completely. They know if you wipe your ass with $1. Like that's what takes so long a lot of times because they're trying to find validity in giving you this loan. So unless you have an 850 credit score and they can go, oh, okay, he's worth $3 million a year. Oh, never mind. But when you go to do something and you're not that fortunate, they're gonna fuck with you. So that's really what it is. Oh, look at that baby bear.
She's doing monkey time, but I can't show you. So
nothing to say we wanted that. So that house is also supposed to be haunted. I found some research about it. That neighbors were saying that house was vacant a lot of times, and there were parties that they were hearing in these houses with music from the 1930s and 40s. So
wait, what?
That to me is like, yeah, they were like, there's nobody on, no lights, but the music is coming out of there like it's a party, but it's 1930s and early 40s music. So
And this is close to you.
Yeah, I can drive you by it. Yeah.
Justin, you should see some of the shit that we got in St. Augustine, bro. Like
I did.
what Troy was seeing and Brittany, bro. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, one of my favorite things.
We have more footage that isn't posted, Justin, that I have to get posted on WTF.
Ran by Jimmy and grabbed his shirt and wiggled it, and it's all you can see. You see his whole shirt get pulled out and wiggled.
Awesome. I saw because I watched when it gets posted on WTF because that stuff comes up. So I've seen when you were at Bob Barker's house for The Price is Right. I saw all that. And I saw you guys running through that stuff. So I did hear.
Ma likes Joe.
Yeah,
very much.
She liked Joe. She came on to him so hard when we walked in there that I was still outside getting ready to prep myself to go in. That he came out sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro, I was over. He was fucking gray. His eyes were like huge. I'm like, this guy.
I couldn't see, bro. I was fucked up.
He came flying out of the house. I said, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah." I feel like someone's standing on me. So she came on to him pretty hard. And then later on, like you got the feeling, and Jimmy felt that the came in the closet. You'll feel that shit. They'll start to expose it.
When you're really in a very active place or a very high frequency place, you cannot help but feel it, Justin. I mean, that's just the.
So here's what I try to say.
Bring me to a high frequency place. I'm trying to feel some shit.
Okay.
Everybody has that third eye, man. But we're so used to thinking logically, like we're think like crocodiles now that there's no outside the box. It's just black and white. And sometimes you got to understand that not everything's logical because, we've all been sitting there and something goes by for something for a moment, or you're really attached to a loved one, but something happens specifically to you and you're aware of it. And we try to play it off as a coincidence. And a lot of times it's not. So I think that everybody has the ability to really do this. You just have to be open to it. Don't get into all the hoopla and oh, I heard this on my, trick box. It said, die. So a lot of that stuff is, I'm not a big fan of harassing any spirits. I think just going in there and letting them come to you is better than trying to make them relive what gave them stress and anxiety to begin with. Like, I don't think Justin wants to be home every day and have his finger or his arm bit off every day. So, like, if someone kept making him relive that, he gets tired of talking about it. I've seen him do it in person where he just was like, oh, this fat girl fell asleep while I chewed my arm off. Do you know what I mean? Because you just run out of things to say. I say all kinds of stuff. So I said we were both trying bath salts. I told somebody, and we started hugging, and I tried to eat his arm, but he didn't press charges because we're friends. I've done it all because he knows.
You can't go into a store with Troy and have somebody pay attention to it, because even if he catches them looking at it, that's it, dude. And it's a different one every time. I'm honestly, like, that's one of my favorite things is the things that Troy comes up with on the fly. You just look at them and you're like, where did you even pull that shit from? Did you have this written down before we
And
came
we're the
in?
kind of guys that little things offend us, but huge things are so offensive they're funny. Like this motherfucker told Justin, he got what he got. It's good enough for you. What?
Dude, that was at a Wendy's. And I ordered a chicken sandwich. They gave me a double cheeseburger, and he legit,
and then they tried to
chick
return
brought
it.
it
Nope,
back.
good enough for you.
And the manager said, oh, it's good enough. And then, like, all we could do was kind of fucking laugh. Number one, usually I get the vanilla ice. I was with Troy. Usually I get vanilla, like everybody calls me vanilla ice. That day I was at the fountain drink thing, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and looked at Troy, and he goes, hey, is your buddy Vanilla Ice? And I'm like, yeah, it's me and Rob Van Winkle. We're just here at fucking Wendy's.
Because if you actually see him, he looks like they do look a lot alike right now. Have you seen Rob right now?
Oh yeah.
He looks.
Especially, I think it's when we put the flat hats on. Anytime we have the flat hats, bro, I get it all the time.
It's ridiculous.
Troy gets it.
Because you don't understand, man. Like, people hate me for this, but my close people hate me because they get upset. But shit happens around me that's so extreme all the time.
It's
like,
true.
This woman talked about Jimmy gave her daughter with cancer a hug and she died the next morning. I said, well, I'm not taking hugs from that guy anymore. Bad timing or just a good opportunity to throw in a joke? And so
I'm gonna say good
it
opportunity.
always happens.
Keep it light.
I'm in the bank today, and I'm not going to tell you what club it was. And I'm getting my money orders to send off to FWC, because you got to pay him a lot of money to get kicked around. And then, so this guy, he's all decked out in this support gear with a Bowie knife on his leg. First of all, we're in a bank, motherfucker. Why don't you just draw attention to yourself?
Just put that in the car.
No, but hold on. It was big, Justin. It was big. It would have looked small on me and you, but he was a small guy, dude.
I got some jokes for that.
I know, but hold on. I know. Your dick will look small on me. Listen, so he like sees me, right? And because I'm tattooed, he keeps looking over, and his girl's got all the support gear on, but her face looks like a man's ball sack with the nostrils and eyes, but she's only 25. So you already know when they're done, she's garbage. They beat her and they finish her off. Anyway, so he looks over and he goes, hey, let me ask you a question, man. You interested in coming and hanging out and doing some real partying and shit? And first thing out of my mouth was, I wouldn't support that fucking piece of shit club for nothing. You just scored a pin drop in that bank. I almost want to go back and get a hold of the security camera. He's like, I'm sorry, bro. Then he saw, because I'm a fake. Remember, I'm a fake. Then he saw the 1%er on my hand, and he shut the fuck up.
Well, you can't.
Because they put us through to get those diamonds and stuff, man, in our life, is these supporters that, he's like, he knows, oh, shit. And he doesn't know who I was with, and I would never support what he was trying. Never. I'll tell you right now, and any of my brothers will tell you right now, no way. So at the end of the day, It's just weird. Like, watch you talk to him, and I don't want to talk to people like that. But it's just, and the whole time he's talking to me, I'm looking at this knife, Justin, and he's got a leather. You know, like when you go to like the Indian trading post, they always got the knife pouch. You tie it up and stuff. Yeah, when you're hiking and shit, he's got it tied not only around his knee, but the handle has a leather strap through the eye hook and tied to his leg. So I'm going to punch him
How
like
the
10
hell
times
are you going to
before he
use
pulls
it?
that out to stab me with it.
How's he going to pull it out?
I'd be
You're
like,
gonna have
hold
to
on.
untie it
I'll
first?
wait.
Oh my
wait.
God.
Oh my god!
So he had the handle tied to
He
the
thought
top,
that through.
hand tied around his knee, and it was like a whole thing. It looked like a leg brace. It was so big on him because them little runt guys, them little teeny runt guys, whether they think they're gator guys or bikers, those grown men that are 99 pounds and rising. When you put a Bowie knife that big on your leg, it's like me walking around with a fucking chainsaw hanging off my calf. You know, Justin, everything looks small on you. Got to buy big shit for him. I even have to get him a big water bottle like that because the regular water bottle looks like he's got a kid serving.
That's awesome.
It's true. If he wore lifts like half of his friends, he'd be ridiculously tall.
So what's the story here? So what's the next best thing?
To who?
Everybody. What's everybody doing next?
What we're going to do next? We're going to go have fun. You're going to beat up the guy with the red hair in the car that I'm going to post a video on Motley Croc for. And then Jimmy's finishing his pool, which is really awesome. I mean, we're going in. I'm going to go over the hour a little bit, and then we're going to start doing some paranormal traveling and stuff. And Jimmy's got a thing coming up in May where everybody's going to Belize to tickle Crockies.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got some stuff coming up that'll actually be airing mid to late summer. And then when I'm allowed and I'm given permission to start promoting and talk about it, I will. And then I have a Roswell dig in September for part of the crash site that I have to go and be a part of with the archaeological team.
That shit sounds like fun now.
And then, yeah, sure. 7 days of being in the sun, going through dirt.
Shit. You're in Roswell. I watch that shit all the time. And I'm
that's awesome. Roswell's a great show.
Yeah, well, if you guys feel like digging dirt and looking for, pieces of craft, let me know.
Well, I'm not going to dig because we're not going to find anything.
Anyway, ignoring that. And then you guys can come.
I thought I muted it. Hold on. Let me try.
You can so stupid.
Troy's going to get beat up by his own sister.
Yeah, you can. I have a podcast with my mentor that's produced that you can come listen to at No Earthly Explanation. We talk about all of the Roswell. We talk about all the crash site, all the government cover-ups. And you guys.
But where can you find that?
Anchor.fm, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple, anywhere that you listen to your favorite podcast. It's an audio-based podcast, and it airs every 2 weeks, and it's produced. Our producer books the guest, and we basically go on and talk about things that go bump in the night that are no earthly explanations. So
that's what it's called, No Earthly Explanation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mentor in ufology, Donald Raymond Schmidt. He's basically worked alongside Jan Hynek, who, for those of you who don't know, basically started ufology. And he was he was the reason why we have Close Encounters, all the stages of Close Encounters.
Was he on the Prime thing not too long ago?
He's been brought up quite a bit. There was a Roswell, basically the final verdict. Don was in that on Travel Channel because he basically was the one that, with Alan Hynek and their team with Kufos, basically did all the investigations and interviews with all of the remaining eyewitnesses from the crash of 47.
Wonderful.
So, it's a big deal, folks. It's really happening.
Well, Justin, you need to start coming on a couple excursions with us, man.
Yeah.
Well,
we can do a night watch. I can set up a night watch. We can try and contact aliens. We can do a night watch.
We have a lot of fun together when we get together. We see a lot of things.
Well, we have fun no matter what. So let's set something up. I mean, granted, I'm going to be moving in a couple of weeks. So May 1st, I'm out. So probably end of May, I'll be able to start getting out like I normally did and coming back up north like normal. I believe I'll be up with Troy possibly next week. I think I'm actually going to be with Joe maybe this week if he ends up going down. Because you're going to go to Crutchfields, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Well, if he ends up going to Crutchfields, I'll see Joe down south. And then we need to get up and see the home slice up here. I have yet to be able to even see his park. I just like doing this. I don't know why. It's just
I enjoy you doing it, so keep
Just, hey,
going.
just open your mouth and look
feels so
down.
good. Makes me feel so damn good. So we're gonna go see this guy here soon too, and then we're gonna check. Fuck,
I think
you're
I'm
on the
going
wrong
to see
side.
Justin. I think we're going to see
No.
Justin tomorrow, aren't we?
Yes,
I get
tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be with Troy. If Joe's there, I'll be with Joe too. If Jimmy wants to go, I don't know if he's got the time.
Jimmy
Brittany?
lives 12 hours away. He ain't got the time. Don't even ask.
That's perfectly fine. It's gonna be hours for me too. But then, yeah, if you guys
But
can
you
set
need to.
something
It's
up,
been a
like,
long time for you, huh?
well, if you can get anything set up for the end of May, I'll see Troy tomorrow. But if you can get anything set up for the end of May where we can go and do something like that, I'll go. I mean, I'm down. I'm always game.
Yeah, anybody else that's in the area here in Florida and stuff, and because I'm going to post this up, if you can come out, we'll be pretty crowded. We're Flavia and I are over at Jungle Gardens, where two of Justin's babies, lemurs, are that we do interactions with. So you guys want to come out and check us out and play with that? I'll have Justin put a little film up tomorrow about seeing them and stuff on his page. You guys can check them out. They're as big. They're both girls. They got the girls. He got demon horns and the other one. They named them goofy names. I'm not going to get into it. I'll let you take care of that. But
I don't remember.
Well,
I don't either. But I'll let you do that. But I want you, Justin, to get a film on there and check them out so you guys can see them tomorrow. That's going to be pretty
yeah. So I'm going to show Troy's over at Sarasota Jungle Gardens. I'm going to go there tomorrow. We're going to show, Jungle Gardens. We have before. Troy and I actually did episodes. If you go like way back into my YouTube 2 years ago, Troy and I were over there doing some episodes together. Now Troy is over there dealing with some things at Sarasota. So I'm going to go visit Troy at Sarasota now and have him take me around. And we're going to do some things, see the old babies from last
Flavia
year.
will be there too. So pay attention.
I'm going to have Flavia there too.
Oh, he'll be there too.
Wondrous. So we're going to have Flavia. We're going to have Troy. If Joe's over there, we'll have Joe over there. Anybody else that's going to go out there?
When we're together, it's called Joy, just so you know.
That's perfect. So we're going to do Joy. We're going to do Joy and Flavia. And then we're going to be able to see Sarasota because we haven't seen Sarasota in a while. And there's some new stuff over there. And also the baby lemurs from last year, which goes right inside with the baby lemurs from this year that we'll be pulling out here soon enough. And I think everybody will enjoy seeing the park. But then we can throw up everybody's links. So I'm not sure who popped over from my YouTube. I'm hoping some of my people came over here to check us out. And then we can point them in everybody's direction. So we got Jimmy Riffle that does his YouTube. That is Scales, Tails, and Teeth, or that's not what that one's. No, it's Into the Wild.
No, I haven't done new stuff. It's Into the Wild, but yeah, I haven't posted in quite some time. So
You post
Okay.
more on your Instagram a
It's
lot.
still there.
which
I
is
post
good.
all the time on Instagram. Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
got his park going. He's been busy, but there is some stuff on there. It's Into the Wild. It's still on YouTube if you want to check out some of his older stuff. And then you got Brittany over here. No Earthly
Very cool,
Explanation. That's on all the popular stuff. Anything you listen to a podcast on. You got
Yeah. You
Homie
can find me
Troy.
on Instagram too. Yeah.
Instagram is WTF, or you use it, and then Brittany B official. Brittany Barbie B.
For my personal, it's Brit Investigates. Brit_investigates on Instagram. And then for the team page is WTF, where you can see all of our stuff. And then Facebook is Brit Barbieri official. Yeah. On Facebook.
Yeah. And Facebook is garbage. I hate it. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything these days.
That's why
But
I
then you
use
got-
Instagram.
So do
Yeah,
I.
I just talk to everybody that like we're friends. Like that's honestly, Facebook is only good to talk to people that you know. Like to be like, hey, where you at? Like people in
Yeah,
Canada
pretty much.
or the UK. Like
Well, I'll do
going
my
on?
at least with the Instagram, you can post it and it shifts it over to Facebook, and I'll pay
Right.
attention to the
Yeah.
messages. But then there's nothing really good on Facebook. Everybody argues. It's all a bunch of bullshit. So I stay off of that. But then you got Troy, Crocstar Troy. So you can see his at crocstar.tv on the Instagram. And then you can also follow what we're doing right now. That's the Motley Croc, and that's live on YouTube and on Facebook on Tuesday nights for anybody that followed over from my channel from YouTube. If there's anybody out there, I can't see your comments if there is, but thank you guys for hanging out. If you did come over, and you can definitely just show some support to all of these people here. They're all very good people. And then we'll be back on the show, periodically, and we're gonna see what we can do here for everybody.
Oh, and one more thing I did forget. I'm so sorry. I'm a part of a scripted TV series that is launching, and I'm the paranormal advisor on. It's called Station 211. I recommend everyone to go to the website. It's www.station211.com. And then there's also on Facebook or on Instagram, follow along. We've got new pictures and stuff coming out. The actors are all booked and ready to go. It's going to be really great. And they'll be filming in Norway.
So you're
Very
allowed
cool.
to say that?
Yeah, I'm allowed to say that. That's all. That's like legit. Yeah.
I know. You've done TV.
I handle the
I've done TV.
Facebook page now. Yeah, yeah. No,
Well,
they're good people,
everybody
really
here-
good people.
Everybody here has done the TV thing, so everybody here has heard that don't fucking say shit to anybody.
That's
what
why I
you
just said
say.
I have stuff coming out this summer that I'm like, I can't say anything yet, but it's going to be epic, but I can't say it yet.
Yeah. That's how it rolls out, man. All right, what do we got?
I was just going through comments, and Dan always comes up because I said when me and Joe are together, it's Joy. If it's me and
Travio,
Jimmy,
Floy, and
and there's
Fluston.
Travio, Floy, and Fluston.
Fucking God. Bro. Danikin the mannequin over there, bro. Still
He came
going
up with
strong.
some good shit when we're together. I kind of like that, maybe because we're high. And one thing I wanted to try to do a spinoff of, Justin, is I'd like to do the baked hour. And
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
the baked
Molly
hour.
Croc
It's
to
just-
the baked hour where we're gonna get fucking like I'm kind of like that way now, but I want to get really, really crazy, and I'll get Joe really flying and you, and then we'll let whoever come on like Jimmy or Brittany ask us ridiculous questions, and we'll come up.
And then it'll be a shit show.
Because I think
I'm with it.
that's the best way to do it.
Perfect.
The baked hour.
I'm with it.
We're running on the top now, so we've been running here. Let me see what we're at. We are at 1 hour and 11 minutes. Yeah, and Jimmy is 11 minutes into missing dinner.
It's true.
So
He's probably got a cooking school.
Yeah, he's like, turn it down. So we want to make sure everybody gets. I really appreciate you coming on, Jay, and hanging out with us again. And I look forward to
Yeah, it's
meeting
good seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, it's good seeing everybody soon. Things will be back to normal. It's been a rough little couple months. Troy knows a lot of it. I've talked to Jimmy a little bit. I haven't got to talk to everybody else as much. But get off me, Lemur. Come on, let me finish up. And, but we're putting everything back together. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody goes through shit. Life sucks sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. And when it does, you just kind of eat that shit sandwich and you keep moving forward. So things are slowly coming back to normal. So things will go back to normal.
Hey,
just like
Justin,
they
and
were.
remember, dude, if you need help, if we can all get away, moving animals and stuff, just holler.
It's going to happen.
I got
It's gonna happen
horse
soon.
trailers. I got all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
you'll need that whole horse trailer for Romeo.
Well, we're going to definitely need the horse trailer for sure. So I'll probably have you come down. We're going to be moving some stuff as soon as we get everything figured out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to probably ask you guys for some help, and I appreciate it very much that you offer. But I know you guys are always there for me if I need you, so I'll call you when I do. But I'm just I'm hoping for some normalcy. Shit got rough or whatever, but I kind of thrive in that. It's not the first time that the rug's been ripped out from underneath me, and I don't fold for money for shit. I don't care what anybody says. I'd rather die for the respect than breathe for a check. So,
well, that's not a lot of people these days. So I figure
true.
money's only meant to be burnt. So
Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
I got
Blow
two
it.
simple rules. Oh my God. I got two simple rules. Don't fuck with my family and don't fuck with my animals. And my family includes my family, my extended family, which are my friends and stuff like that. Those are my two simple rules. And then once you cross those lines, then nothing can fix that. No amount of money in the world can be dangled in front of my face to have me change those views.
No, man, and that's a good way to be.
I brought in
just-
my lemur.
Where's he?
Want to see my lemur? Come
Bring
here.
that little lemur in. Is he getting bigger?
This little
Or is he a
lemur.
little one?
They're in a battle for who has the longest hair, Justin.
Finny.
Turn him around.
Turn
Show
around. Look at the
Justin
battle
because he
for
hasn't
who
seen you in
has
a little
the
bit. Turn
longest
around.
hair.
Show him your
Look
hair.
at this kid's hair, son.
Holy smokes,
Wait,
Finny.
turn around. Let him see your hair.
Bro.
In the
roll
next
surfing.
episode of Vikings,
We are taking you surfing, boy. It's
Yeah,
time
he
for
won't
you
let
to
me
surf.
cut it. Will not let me cut it. Every
Good.
time.
good
No,
job.
So we
He'll
use
go.
it. All we got to do is use it to our
give me two.
advantage, and we get him in the water on a surfboard, and it fits in.
You
It's
want
perfect.
to learn how to surf?
Talking.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
can
can't
I
hear.
can't hear it.
You can't hear it. Okay, here. Hold on.
You gotta surf, bud.
Hold on. Sorry, my earbuds are in, so he's like, I can't hear it.
Oh.
Okay,
What's
now.
going on, Finnegan?
You gotta go surfing,
Hey,
bud.
Finn.
I'll tell you what, guys. Let me if everybody sits tight for a minute, I'm going to let everybody go from the show so I can start uploading it. But I appreciate everybody coming out. Don't hang up anybody. Let you just stay where all of you stay where you are here in this. Just stay.
We're
But I
staying.
appreciate everybody for coming on and talking to us, man. We're going to see you tomorrow. Justin too out there. And if you guys want to come by or something, come out and check us out. We'll be there too. And I want to thank Joe for coming over again and hanging. Justin, Jimmy, as always. Brittany, sit tight. Everybody sit tight. I'm going to end the broadcast. And I want to thank everybody. We'll see you post post Easter, and we'll talk to you then. So see you later, guys.